They're claiming you're their primary source of potential support while they are in a state of necessity, he said. It's a bold move. Usually, these cases require a showing that the parents actually provided a certain level of care and support to the child during their minority. They left me in a hospital to watch a dance recital, I said flatly. I have the medical records. I have the witness statement from my coach. I have tax returns showing I've been independent since I was 18. Good, Elias said. We don't just defend this, Leo. We bury it. The deposition took place in a cramped, neutral conference room. It was the first time I'd seen my parents and Chloe in months. They looked diminished. My mom had stopped dyeing her hair. The gray was coming in sharp and jagged. My dad's suit was ill-fitting, smelling faintly of mothballs. Chloe was there too, sitting behind them like a silent, pouting shadow scrolling on her phone. And their lawyer started with the narrative of the successful son abandoning his aging, homeless parents. He spoke about the sacrifices they made, the private school for Chloe, the stable home, the years of dedication. Then it was our turn. Elias didn't lead with the house fire. He led with the appendix. He produced the hospital records from 10 years ago. He showed the phone logs, 12 calls to my parents' cell phones, all unanswered. He showed the signature on the emergency consent form. Coach Robert Miller. Mr. Vance, Elias said, looking at my father. On the night your son's internal organs were rupturing, where were you? My dad shifted in his seat. We were at a performance. We didn't know it was that serious. The hospital called you 12 times. The coach left 3 voicemails stating it was life-threatening. You didn't check your phone once in 3 hours? It was a theater, my mom chimed in, her voice trembling. We had the ringers off. It's common courtesy. Common courtesy, Elias repeated, his voice like ice. Is it common courtesy to leave a 16-year-old to face major surgery alone? To not show up until the next morning? To tell him, and I quote from the social worker's notes, that the coach had it handled? The room went silent. I looked at Chloe. She finally looked up from her phone. For the first time, I saw a flicker of something that wasn't self-interest. It looked like shame. Elias moved on. He produced my bank statements from college. He showed the weeks where I lived on $20. He showed the lack of any wire transfers, checks, or support from my parents during my entire adult life. He contrasted that with the $150,000 they had spent on Chloe's tuition and lifestyle. You aren't asking for support, Elias concluded. You are asking for a refund on a child you never invested in. You spent your capital on a golden child who is currently unemployed and living off your sister's charity. My client owes you nothing but the silence he's already given you. The lawsuit was dropped a week later. Their lawyer realized there was no payday coming, only a public airing of their negligence. That was the final bridge. There's no coming back from a lawsuit. You can't sit at a Thanksgiving table with people who tried to use the law to rob you of your future. I officially moved last month. I bought a small 2-bedroom cottage in the mountains, and it has a workshop in the back where I spend my evenings turning raw wood into something useful, something solid. I invited Coach Miller and his wife up for the housewarming. We sat on the deck, the air smelling of pine and wood smoke, and we didn't talk about my parents once. I got a notification yesterday. Chloe had started a new vlog series. The title was Starting Over, Living in a Van, Not by Choice. My parents are living with another distant relative in a different state. They've become a cautionary tale whispered at family reunions I no longer attend. I stood in my kitchen this morning making coffee in the pre-dawn quiet. I looked at the scar on my abdomen, a faded, jagged line that used to represent pain. Now it just looks like a map, a reminder of where I started, and the fact that I was the only one who made sure I got to where I am. I'm not the other child anymore. I'm not the backup plan. I'm just Leo, and for the first time in 28 years, that's the only person I have to be. The legal battle was the final cauterization of the wound. After